In this video, we will discuss the fourth prerequisite, shared partner identification. You may recall that we discussed 7 prerequisites that are needed for the synergistic resilience approach in our previous videos. The fourth prerequisite was the shared partner identification. Think about who is actually involved when a community faces a hazard, such as a flood, a drought, an epidemic, or a tsunami. Communities themselves, the health sector, local government, disaster management authorities, water and sanitation services, schools, the private sector, civil society, the media, and many others all play a part. Disaster risk governance involves this wide range of actors, each holding different knowledge, resources, and responsibilities. From a previous video, you may recall that the disaster management ecosystem of Sri Lanka reflects a multi-system, multi-sectoral, and multi-level governance arrangement. The problem is not a lack of actors, but a lack of connection. Too often, partners are brought in too late, once decisions have already been made. Communities are treated as beneficiaries to be helped rather than partners with knowledge and capacity. Plans are made without local realities in mind, and the support that exists is hard for people to reach. Shared partner identification exists to close these gaps. This is why shared partner identification is the fourth prerequisite. Before we can act together, we need to be clear about who needs to be involved and how they are connected. That single question guides everything that follows. To answer it in a structured way, we look at partners across 3 levels: the reference level, the proximal level, and the distal level. The reference level is the main sector organizing the effort, which for us is the health sector. The proximal level is those closest to day-to-day action, mainly communities. The distal level is the wider actors who shape the environment in which everyone operates. Thinking in these 3 levels helps us see the whole system rather than just our own part of it. The reference level is where collaboration action is organized. For this workshop, that is the health sector, which includes hospitals, primary care, medical office of health teams, public health staff, laboratories, emergency services, surveillance systems, and health authorities. From this level, the health sector can identify risks, protect essential services, communicate clearly, support vulnerable groups, and connect communities to wider disaster governance. Remember, the reference level organizes action. It does not do everything alone. The proximal level is communities, those closest to daily action and most affected by hazards. Communities bring lived experience, local knowledge, trust networks, early warning of risk, and practical capacity. They know what matters locally, where water collects and premises are neglected in dengue prevention, who need help to evacuate in tsunami preparedness, and which wells are drying and which households are struggling in a drought. The distal level includes the wider actors who shape the environment in which the health sector and communities operate. In Sri Lanka, this may include disaster management, local and national government, education, water and sanitation, agriculture, environmental and meteorological services, police and armed forces, civil society, media, academia, the private sector, and international and development partners. They matter in every hazard during drought, floods, and epidemics. Health action must connect with these wider partners to be effective. Bringing these levels together, shared partner identification enables us to recognize communities as active partners, to clarify the health sector's role as a connector, and to identify the wider partners whose decisions shape the local environment. It reduces gaps from partners being missed or engaged too late. It strengthens the links between local realities and national and digital plan. It also supports coordination across systems, sectors, and levels. The Synergistic Resilience Compass presents shared partner identification as a prerequisite for adopting a synergistic resilience approach, enabling 1 plus 1 equals 3 outcomes. In this video, we discuss the fourth prerequisite of shared partner identification at the reference, proximal, and distal levels. In the next video, we will turn to the fifth prerequisite, Synergistic Resilience Directions.